Commissioner McLaughlin, can you, I just want to make sure I have you listed as under the right phone number.
He's 4208, or 208.
So, great. Okay, so all the commissioners have joined except for Commissioner Nguyen. So that Commissioner Nguyen is not here. Participants, Greg, William, and Joe.
Everybody here? Crickets?
Crickets.
Commissioner Nguyen, are you online?
Vince is still here. Hey, Vince, I got a question. Got a question for you. Sarah there?
Yes, I'm here.
He's probably getting everything ready. Yeah.
I'm here.
Let me ask you one thing. Why is this being called this adjourned special meeting of April 27th?
Mark, can you hear me?
It's a regular meeting. I saw her email back. It's just a regular meeting. It's a typo on the script is all it was.
All right, that's good.
Can you hear me?
Just wanted to make sure because that's what it said in my notes.
He sent you a new script a little bit ago. Did you get it?
Oh.
He fixed it and sent a new one out.
They should be able to hear you fine.
Mark, can you hear me, Mark?
I can tell you what time. 4:37.
Yeah, let me
No,
see
it's
what-
not.
No, it's not.
I do, yeah, right here.
They should be able to hear you on the YouTube.
Chair McLaughlin, can you hear me?
Sent you a new script at 4:39.
They
Oh,
cannot
they haven't
hear
gone
me.
live with.
We haven't gone live with Zoom yet. If you want to go live now.
If they can,
That's
they
your
can hear
first
me.
account, it looks like. You getting emails back again now, Herb?
The commissioners.
We're getting them. Yeah, it
But
has been
the
working.
public
There's
won't
no.
be able to they're not hearing you.
Thought
They
about
haven't
that.
gone live yet.
And if your mic is muted here.
All
Okay,
right,
so we can go
bear with me
live.
for a second,
I just
then.
need to ask him though if he's ready, because that's how but before they were able to hear me.
Yeah.
It's weird, because before we could all hear each other, even before it was going live. But I just need to make sure that he's ready to start, and then we can. Commissioner, Chair McLaughlin, can you hear me? This is Sarah Bernal. No one can hear me.
Unmute.
Unmute.
I got the script from 4:04.
Yeah, you sure can.
Chair McLaughlin.
Well, they were hearing Melanie earlier through Melanie's laptop, right?
Yeah.
What?
4:39 said I said she corrected. Yeah, I have the corrected one here too. I can forward it to you real fast.
Chair.
The only change that she made was the adjusted special. That's okay.
Login is
Yeah, and she said she
243.
Chair McLaughlin.
regular meeting of April 27th to order. That's under the chair. Yeah.
No one can hear us.
Okay,
Ask Melanie.
that's fine.
It's on
Okay,
YouTube.
yeah, that's all we did. That's
I
all
don't
we
want
need
you
to do.
to start unless that's,
Yeah,
because that's
okay.
like how
Right.
they're going to
Here.
this.
Right.
I'm good with that.
Can you tell them we're just having technical
Okay, sorry about
difficulties?
that.
Because they can hear you.
No big deal.
Try
It
it
is what it is.
Chair McLaughlin.
Yes.
You can hear me. Okay. We were having a little bit of technical difficulties. I was trying to speak for the last couple minutes, but we are ready to begin if you are. And yes, that is correct. The only change on the script that I resent was changing from adjourned special meeting to regular meeting.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm good with that.
Okay, so you let us know when you're ready, and then when you say okay, we'll go ahead and go live.
You'd have to be unmuted for them.
I'm ready to go. So if we're ready to go, and
Okay.
Okay, so we are going.
It's up to you guys whenever you're ready.
We are going live now.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Oh, go ahead.
I did.
okay. I would like to call this meeting of the Planning Commission of April 27th, 2020 to order. Can we have the Pledge of Allegiance? And I'll just start off by saying, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
and to the republic
for which it stands, one nation, under God,
under God, indivisible, liberty and justice.
liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Madam Secretary, would you please call roll?
Yes. Yes, Commissioner Kano.
Present.
Commissioner Garcia. Commissioner Garcia.
Norma?
Okay. Commissioner Nguyen.
Norma?
Were you able to hear me?
Yes. Okay. Commissioner Garcia, I have her present. Commissioner Nguyen. Commissioner Fan.
Present.
Commissioner Rivera.
Here.
Vice Chair Contreras-Leo.
Here.
Chair McLaughlin.
Here.
Chair, you have quorum.
Okay, so what I heard was we have six commissioners. Commissioner Nguyen is not in attendance.
That's correct.
Okay, thank you. I will now ask the commission secretary to describe the way the public can access this virtual meeting.
Thank you. This meeting is being live streamed via YouTube at www.youtube.com/City of Santa Ana video/live and to our website www.santahana.org/cc/city-meetings. While the meeting is in progress, the public may provide a comment by phone. To comment by phone, please dial 1-669-900-9128. Enter meeting ID 315-965-149, followed by the pound sign. When prompted for a participant ID, just enter pound. When the item that you would like to comment on is being discussed, please dial *9. When the comment period is opened, I will call on you by the last 3 numbers listed on the caller ID. When you are called on, please state your name, your position on the matter, and your comment. You will have 3 minutes. I will alert you when your time is up. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Moving on to public comments on non-agenda items. Madam Secretary, does anyone wish to speak on non-agenda items?
If you would like to make a comment on a non-agenda item, please dial *9 now. I'll wait a couple seconds. No one has indicated that they would like to comment on a non-agenda item.
Thank you. Hearing that there's no one to comment on the non-agenda items with regards to public comments, we will close public comments at this point in time and move on to the consent calendar. Moving on to the consent calendar, we have 3 items, A, B, and C. First item we have is I would like a motion to approve the minutes from February 24th.
As moved, so.
And that's Cynthia.
Yes.
And the second, Commissioner Rivera, second. Okay, Rivera, second. All right, so can we take a roll call vote, please?
Yes. Roll call vote. Commissioner Cano?
Yes.
Commissioner Garcia? Commissioner Garcia?
She's aye. She said aye.
Okay. Commissioner Nguyen is not on the line. Commissioner Fan?
I've spoken to the city attorney, and because I have recused myself from the One Broadway Plaza item during both meetings, I will abstain from the minutes here too.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Commissioner Rivera?
Aye.
Vice Chair Contreras-Leo?
Aye.
And Chair McLaughlin?
Aye.
Motion approved by a majority vote with Commissioner Fan abstaining and Commissioner Nguyen absent.
Right, okay. And we have a motion to approve in a second for the minutes from the March 23rd meeting.
Commissioner Rivera, go ahead and make the motion.
Okay, so Felix is making a motion. Do we have a second?
Leo, second.
Okay, Contreras-Leo is second. Madam Secretary, can we take a roll, please?
Yes, Commissioner Kano,
Yes.
Commissioner Garcia,
Aye.
Commissioner Nguyen is absent, Commissioner Fan,
For the above stated reasons, I will abstain.
thank you, and Commissioner Rivera,
Aye.
Vice Chair Contreras-Leo,
Aye.
and Chair McLaughlin.
Aye.
Motion passes by majority vote with Commissioner Fan abstaining and Commissioner Nguyen absent.
Okay, thank you. And now we'll take a roll. I'd like to have a motion to approve the absence of Commissioner Ken Nguyen.
I'll make a motion to approve Commissioner Kano.
Okay, thank you. Second?
Leo, second.
Leo, second. All right, thank you. Roll call, please, Madam Secretary.
Yes, Commissioner Kano,
Yes.
Commissioner Garcia,
Aye.
Commissioner Nguyen is absent, Commissioner Fan,
Aye.
Commissioner Rivera,
Aye.
Vice Chair Contreras-Leo,
Aye.
and Chair McLaughlin.
Aye.
Motion passes by majority vote with Commissioner Nguyen absent.
Okay, thank you, Madam Secretary. At this time, we will move on to the business calendar. I just want to state a few facts. First of all, the formal action of the Planning Commission shall become effective after the 10-day appeal period unless the City Council holds a public hearing on the matter. Then the formal action will become effective on the day following the hearing and decision by the City Council. An appeal from the decision or requirement of the Planning Commission must be filed with the Clerk of the Council and a copy sent to the Planning Department within 10 days of the date of the Commission's action. The appeal may be made by any interested party, individual, or group. We'll now cover the public hearing protocols. I will now review a process of public hearing so that everyone knows what to expect. Staff will provide a presentation and answer questions from the Commission. The public hearing will then be opened. The applicant will be given an opportunity to speak, limited to 15 minutes. Members of the public will be given the opportunity to comment, limited to 3 minutes. The applicant will be given an opportunity to respond to the comments made by the public, limited to 5 minutes. The public hearing will then be closed. Discussion will be returned to the Commission for formal action taken to approve, conditionally approve, deny, or continue review of the application. Please consider the following suggestions when organizing your comments. Please state your name and address. State whether or not you support, oppose, or are neutral to the project. Your statement should include pertinent facts within your knowledge. Avoid gossip, emotion, and repetition. A clear and concise and non-repetitive argument is most effective. Having understood that, we'll move on and we'll start with our first item. This is the time and place to consider item number 1, conditional use permit number 2020-08 for the project located at 1900 East 17th Street. Before we go on, please note that the decision on this matter is final unless appealed within 10 calendar days. Before we begin, do any of the commissioners have anything they wish to disclose on this with regards to this matter? Please state your name and if you have to disclose anything.
Mr. Chair, this is Intai. I just want to share that Commissioner Nguyen is actually on the line, and he has been a part of the meeting. We're having difficulty getting him unmuted, so I just want to share with you that he's actually on the line with me.
That's fine. That's good. Thank you. Appreciate the heads up on that, and we can adjust from there. All right. So at this point in time, staff, you ready to present item number 1?
Yes, good evening, Commissioner and Chairman. This application was filed by Will Kazima with SmartLink, representing AT&T, who is requesting approval of conditional use permit number 2020-08 to allow the construction of a 60-foot-high major wireless communications facility disguised as a monopine at 1900 East 17th Street. As part of the application, the applicant will also be conducting site improvements such as constructing a new trash enclosure, repaving and restriping the parking lot, and refreshing the existing landscaping. The image to the left is a site plan of the subject site. The property is located on the south side of 17th Street between Cabrillo Park Drive and Williams Street, and is surrounded by commercial and office uses to the north, east, and west, and a surface parking lot to the south. The proposed wireless communication facility and ancillary equipment will be located adjacent to the existing two-story building on the site and is highlighted by the dashed square on the site plan. The image to the right is a photo simulation of the proposed monopine that was designed to be compatible with nearby pine trees. The project will improve coverage to the community by reducing gaps in the cellular coverage as provided as part of Exhibit 7 of the staff report, showing the proposed gap coverages that will be covered by this proposed new major wireless facility. In addition, the proposed project will be in compliance with FCC and FAA regulations, and will also be in compliance with all of the city's regulations that pertain to this particular project, and would not have any potential negative impacts to the nearby residents, and will also have enhanced on-site improvements. With that, staff is recommending that the Planning Commission approve conditional use permit number 2020-8 as conditioned. That concludes staff presentations, and I'm here to answer any questions you may have.
Okay, thanks, Jerry. Does the commission have any questions of staff at this point in time? And if you do, please just identify who you are and then your question.
Compliance with all regulations that pertain to this particular project, and will not.
This is Commissioner Cano.
Okay.
So I'm just wanting more information about the last coverage signal map that we have on the agenda. I'm not going to pretend I understand the green and the purple shaded areas, so I wanted to see maybe you can help me understand a bit more about the 75 dBm indoor signals and all of those things.
Jerry, is that something you can answer? Is that something that the applicant might be able to answer?
The applicant, Chairman, may be better explain the photo or the propagation maps, but more or less, the green area as shown in Exhibit 7 is basically the area that the proposed major wireless facility will be covering. As you could see on page 1-39, that is the current configurations, and there's a lot of yellow area surrounding the proposed site, which indicates a coverage that's fairly low. On page 140, now with the introduction of the new south side, you can see that the green area is being expanded, which is the area that the proposed wireless facility will be able to cover.
Thank you so much. That's like a before and after picture. Thank you for the clarification.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner Cano. Anybody else have any other questions of Jerry?
Mr. Chairman, this is Commissioner Ken Nguyen. I guess we're in technical difficulty for the last 15 minutes. I finally got in because it was provided wrong participant ID number.
That's fine. We're glad to have you on board.
Thank you.
Do you have a question of Jerry with regards to this particular item that we're speaking about right now?
No, I don't. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Anyone else at this point in time have a question of the commission, of Jerry? Hearing none, what I'd like to do is move on and say thank you, Jerry. Appreciate that. Madam Secretary, have we received any written communication on this item?
We have not.
Okay. At this point in time, we'll now open for public hearing. Does the applicant have, is the applicant available? Does he have anything, he or she have anything to say at this moment?
Hello? Can anyone hear me?
Yes.
Hi, my name is Will Kazimi on behalf of AT&T. I just wanted to say thank you for having us here, and I did prepare a presentation, but Jerry took care of it already for us, but he did a well job on explaining the propagation map here, and I'm here to answer any questions that you may have. Again, thank you.
Okay. Do any of the commissioners have any questions of the applicant at this point in time?
So this is Commissioner Cono. So maybe just following up a little bit more on the standalone sites of number 1-40 and 1-41, the proposed macro site. I see 1, 2, 3 different pictures. I understand the 39, the 40 are before and after, but what is the 1-41 in regards to?
That one, I'm assuming you guys are looking at the propagation map. That's LT coverage standalone, titled standalone site, CLO 06099, correct?
Yes,
That's just basically, it's like a more of an overview of like to show you guys what standalone that site will be. In conjunction with the other sites around it are all fair. So you see, as you see the green, that's where our goal is to, with these antennas to shoot and get that area covered. As you can see in the beginning of what Jerry explained on coverage before, you can see right now is we have a gap in coverage, meaning coverage is diminished, data service is limited. So there's been a lot of troublesome going on there. And then with that goal is to basically close that gap, as you can see on the after slide. Hopefully that answered your question.
Yes, and I have one last question. Was the community involved in this discussion with their neighborhood meetings?
I'm not aware of that from the planning standpoint, but we did work with the planning department extensively to meet development standards and meet all the criteria for the city of Santa Ana. And I'm pretty sure a noticing package went out as well.
I think, Angie, to answer your question, I also think that it was noted in the package that there was not a neighborhood association that close to this location. But there were two neighborhoods that were identified, and both of them the planning did reach out to them.
Chairman, Chairman, that is correct. To clarify, we did contact the representative Meredith Parkwood Neighborhood Association.
Yeah, I think it was Republic Homes, and what was the other one?
That's the only neighborhood association within this particular property that was contacted.
Right. So I think there was
So everything within 1 mile? I mean, so was everything just within 1 mile of the proposed location? That's what I'm understanding.
Commissioner Kano, in terms of public notification, we notify residents and owners within 500 feet of the subject property.
So
Sorry, I couldn't really hear that.
Okay, what he said was notification by mail of all property owners and occupants within 500 feet of the project was done on April 2nd, 2020. There was also a newspaper posting. It also says the representatives of Meredith Parkwood Neighborhood Association were contacted to identify any areas of concern with the project. At the time of the report, no issues of concern were raised regarding the project. So the closest neighborhood was Meredith Parkway.
That is correct,
Thank you so
Chairman.
much for the clarification. It's just that on the map, it's the central location for signal seems to be between Santa Clara and 17th Street. That's why I was wondering about that. But thank you for clarifying.
Okay. All right. Will, do you have anything else to say at this point in time?
No, that's it. Again, thank you for the planning department, the city for working with us on this project. And I'm
All right, thank you.
here to answer any questions.
Thank you for your comments. Madam Secretary, have we received any written? Do we have any individuals that would like to participate in the public hearing?
Members of the public, if you'd like to speak on this item, please dial *9 now. I will wait a few seconds to see if anyone presses *9. No one has indicated their desire to speak on this matter. Chair.
Okay, thank you. Hearing none, what we'll do is we're going to close the public hearing at this point in time, and we're going to bring it back to the commission for for comments and a motion. Does anyone on the commission have any comments with regards to this item?
This is Commissioner Fan. I have a comment. First,
Okay.
I'd just like to thank the applicant for and city staff for bringing this forward. Our city is notorious for having difficulty accessing a lot of Wi-Fi and the network. And of course, now the fact that we're all staying at home, it's really become truly more important than ever. So first, thank you for that. I apologize. I should have asked the applicant before, but do you, applicant, have an estimate of how many residents or households would be better served with this new tower?
Am I allowed to speak since the public is closed? Public.
Yes.
No, you can speak.
The applicant can answer
okay.
the question.
Yeah. You
yeah.
can speak. Yes.
I don't. The area used in the propagation map is a rough estimate on what we're going to be covering. I don't know the exact number of households, but I can say from personal experience in that area visiting, it will significantly improve the coverage in that area. I could go back to AT&T and get a rough a number estimate for you guys, and bring that forward to Jerry as well during time check.
No, that's okay. I just wanted to see if you had that off the top of your head. The maps, I know, are really helpful because obviously we're not outside or really in our vehicles, so really having more indoor signal is just important. So thank you so much for that, and I look forward to a motion.
Okay. Would anybody else have any comments at this point in time on this item? Okay, hearing none, would anybody like to make a motion on this item at this time?
This is Commissioner Kano. I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, do we have a second?
Leo, second.
Okay, thank you. So we have Kano for first and Contreras Leo for second. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, Madam Secretary, will you take a roll call vote on this item?
Yes. Chair McLaughlin.
Aye.
Vice Chair Contreras Leo.
Aye.
Commissioner Kano.
Aye.
Commissioner Garcia.
Aye.
Commissioner Nguyen.
Aye.
Commissioner Fan.
Aye.
Commissioner Rivera.
Aye.
Chair, motion is approved unanimously.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Okay. Moving on. This is the time and place to consider item number 2, conditional use permit number 2020-12 for a project located at 3390 South Bristol. please note, decision on this matter is final unless appealed within 10 calendar days. Before we begin, do any of the commissioners have anything they wish to disclose on this item at this point in time?
No.
Okay, thank you. So at this time, Jerry, are you presenting this also?
That's correct, Chairman.
Okay, then Jerry, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Chairman. This next item is a request by Joey Lai with Tate and Associates representing Raising Claw. The applicant is requesting approval of conditional use permit 2020-12 to allow the sale of beer and wine for on-site consumption at a new restaurant located at 3390 South Bristol Street. As proposed, the business will operate Monday to Sunday from 10 a.m. to midnight and is now requesting a after-hours conditional use permit at this time. To the left is an aerial view of the subject property, which is located at the southwest corner of Bristol and Alton Avenue, and the restaurant is located at the southwest corner of the shopping center, which is highlighted in red. The location is a shopping center that is anchored by Target, and it also has other commercial as well as restaurant uses that's similar to the proposed restaurant. To the right is the proposed floor plan of the restaurant, which will be able to accommodate approximately 52 patrons. The proposed alcohol storage and display area, which is highlighted in red, will be less than the allowable 5% of the total square footage of the restaurant. As proposed, the project complies with all of the Santa Ana Municipal Code requirements that pertain to alcoholic beverages. The project is also consistent with nearby restaurants, which also offer similar ancillary uses, such as the sale of beer and wine, and as mentioned, is surrounded by primarily commercial uses. With that, staff is proposing conditions of approval that will assist in mitigating any impacts to the general vicinity. And with that, staff is recommending that the Planning Commission approve conditional use permit number 2020-12 as conditioned. And I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you, Jerry. Do any of the commissioners have any questions of Jerry at this time?
Well, this is Commissioner Cano again. Just had a question about in that area, I believe Target is there. Is there a time that restaurants usually have for alcoholic beverages sale? Do we know that?
Commissioner Cano, most restaurants within this particular project site don't have a conditional use permit to operate past midnight. So to answer your question, most of these businesses do close at midnight. I'm not too sure what time Target closes, but that's probably the only major tenant that might close a little bit later.
Thank you. And for opening hours, is it also 8 a.m., 10 a.m.? How, do you guys know?
10 to midnight.
The average opening hours in that area?
Commissioner Cano, so the proposed applicant is going to operate from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m., but in terms of the Santa Ana Municipal Code, they're allowed to open up at 8 a.m. without needing to apply for an after-hours conditional use permit.
Thank you, Vince.
Okay, anyone else with a question of Jerry at this point in time? Okay, Jerry, thank you very much. Madam Secretary, have we received any written communication on this item at this time?
Yes, one letter of support was received, and that letter has been distributed and is posted on our website.
Okay. Thank you. We will now open the public hearing. Is the applicant available, and does the applicant want to speak on this matter?
Yes, good evening, Commissioner and Chair and staff. Thank you so much for being here tonight. My name is Joey Lee with Tate Associates. I'm here representing the applicant and the property owner. So we just wanted to really thank you for being here tonight in light of everything that's going on in the world. And we are happy to accept all the conditions that are presented in the conditions of approval. And we appreciate staff for giving such a detailed presentation as well. And we're available to provide any responses to any other questions.
Okay, thank you, Joey. Does anyone have any questions of Joey at this point in time? Okay, no questions. Joey, you got off the hook easy. All right. Madam Secretary, do we have anyone else that would like to speak on this matter in the public hearing?
If you are participating by conference call and wish to speak, please press star 9 now. I'll wait a few seconds to determine if we have anyone who would like to speak. No one has expressed a desire to speak. There are no other callers that would like to speak, Chair.
Okay, having heard that, the public hearing is now closed. We'll take it back to the commission for a final discussion and a vote. Do any of the commissioners have any statements they would like, any questions or comments they would like to make at this point in time?
Mr. Chair, I do. This is Contreras Leo.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, South, why was Hiccup so short-lived? It kind of went and came pretty quickly.
Yeah, I actually have Sky, who's the owner and operator of the restaurant, on the phone as well, on the line. He might be able to better elaborate on that. Sky, if you can hear me, do you mind just elaborating on that? You might have to unmute yourself.
Hello, Sky?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, because in the area there's a lot of Asian fusion restaurants, and we opened the concept. We signed the lease 3 years ago when the landlord only have us as the third Asian in the plaza. But after we signed the lease, he signed other 6 head tenants, which serving the same similar food. So after we opened for 5 months, we didn't feel like the right concept for the area. There are too many options. So we decided to open a seafood concept.
Okay. Well, thank you for doing that. You are missed. My kids missed you, but thank you for doing that.
But we will have some hiccup item on the menu, some like churros and milk tea and pho and pad thai. We still have that on the menu, but we just add more of the seafood type of concept.
Oh, excellent. I asked the questions. I want to be sure that we're supportive of businesses to succeed, but your breakdown of it is on point. I've seen that around that area as well with a lot of the Asian fusion food, but thank you for answering the question.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, Sky. Thank you, Cynthia. Does anyone else have a question from the commission? Okay, hearing none, what I'd like to do is do we have a motion on this item at this point in time?
Commissioner Rivera, I'd like to make a motion to approve CUP number 2020-12.
Okay, Commissioner Reyes.
I would like to second.
Okay, thank you for that second. So we have a first and second. Moving forward, any last questions, any last comments any of the commissioners would like to make at this point in time?
Yeah, Commissioner Rivera,
I'd just like to make a comment.
I appreciate seeing the renovations going on over in that area.
And I think we recently approved the one of the liquor license for, I think there's a restaurant right around there, I believe it's Sushi, so it looks like it's doing well, and I'm just happy to see the renovation, so we're looking forward to pushing this through. Great. Okay, thank you. Madam Secretary, can you do a roll call vote, please?
Yes, Commissioner Cano.
Aye.
Commissioner Garcia.
Aye.
Commissioner Nguyen. Commissioner Fan,
Aye.
Commissioner Rivera,
Aye.
Vice Chair Contreras-Leo,
Aye.
and Chair McLaughlin.
Aye.
The motion is passed unanimously.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Thank you, Commission. Okay. At this point in time, we've taken care of our business calendar. And do we have any last comments by the staff? Does staff have any comments at this point in time? I have none, sir. Vince, do you have any?
Yes, I do, Mr. Chairman. Thank you. Just for the May 11th meeting, we have 3 items on the agenda. 2 are south site, and the 3rd is the Bowery project that you saw back in February as a study session item.
Right.
We're going to be sending you tomorrow the Bowery final EIR, which is the draft EIR, the final EIR in response to comments and a mitigation plan. You're going to get that tomorrow via a link, and then you'll get the staff report either the end of this week or early next week. You're going to get it in 2 pieces, but we'll give you time to take a look at the environmental document for that project. So be looking for the email from Sarah tomorrow afternoon sometime.
Okay, thank you, Vince. Any other staff comments at this moment? All right, hearing none, let's move on to commission comments. I'm just going to go down the list. Commissioner Cano, do you have any comments?
No comments at the moment. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner Garcia?
None, thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Marin?
I have no comment. Thank you.
Commissioner Fan?
None here.
Commissioner Rivera?
No comment.
Vice Chair Contreras-Leo?
So I think the next time we see each other, Mother's Day will have passed. So for those that are moms and for your moms and staff that are moms and their moms, I wish you a wonderful, happy Mother's Day. And definitely being with family is cherished these days. So I hope you all have a nice day.
Thank you for that, Vice Chair Contreras-Leo. I have no comments at this point in time. And I just want to thank everybody for being able to attend and join us today. And we did it in 45 minutes. I think it's a new land record for us, land speed record for us. But thanks again for all your help and assistance on this. And with that, I'm going to adjourn the meeting today for the next regular scheduled Planning Commission, which is scheduled for Monday, May 11th, 2020 at 5:30 p.m. Thank you, everybody. Have a good evening and be safe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You as well.
Hello.